tape. For Roy Jones against Joe Calzaghe, you see the 3-year age advantage for Calzaghe.
Okay, gentlemen, we went over the rules of the dressing room. Obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Touch him up, the bell rings, come out fighting.
Rarely have two fighters more visibly projected confidence before the opening bell.
I think Jones has a little bit more crack in his shot than Calzaghe's.
He thinks safety first oftentimes.
38 knockouts in 52 wins for Jones. However, no knockouts since February of 2002.
A counter right hand.
But he also gives up. Calzaghe lands inside.
Yeah.
Calzaghe knows that Jones is quicker in the center of the ring, and down goes Calzaghe. Just as he was down in the first round against Hopkins, he's down in the first round against Jones. And Jones makes his point that he can hurt Calzaghe in flurries inside.
But he may not make it out of this one like he did with
that he can keep fighting with Jones after taking a big shot.
Well,
and he goes forward, waiting in.
The fight is like, to me, a toss-up fight. It could go either way.
Down in the first round against Chris Eubank, won the fight. Down in the second round against Byron Mitchell, knocked Mitchell out in that round.
He's not nearly as fast now as he was, and yet he's outspeeding Joe Calzaghe, who I thought was the fastest light heavyweight around, at least this side of Chad Dawson.
And lands a couple of little body shots inside. It's abundantly clear it's a different fight in the center of the ring than when they go to the ropes. Blood trickling down Calzaghe's nose. Jones backing into the ropes and giving Calzaghe a chance to just throw away. Many of the punches blocked.
He can't hit you, but don't square up too much over there on his left hand, okay?
Good body shot by Calzaghe. Left hand upstairs by Calzaghe.
Reason to score for him, Joe Calzaghe does.
Calzaghe unfazed. Goes at him with his hands held low.
And that's what I'm saying, and I don't know if he's ever fought anybody like this. Calzaghe is not just, he's a big man. You know, it's
hand by Jones. Hard body shot before that by Calzaghe.
Burning himself out by throwing so many punches while he's blocking them.
Jones's guard out of the way with the right hand there.
Watch the shoulder.
I don't think either fighter's ever fought anyone with the speed.
To the audience and to the judges that he has weathered the storm. Jones with punch count from here. He has dominated round 3.
Calzaghe throwing a lot of punches, showboating, dropping his hands. And I think it's really not that they're showboating.
The third round, oh my God. Joe Calzaghe put on a performance. I mean, the guy is so good. Just incredible third round. Anyway.
It's possible that some judges could have given him the second round, and right now, his hand speed is accelerating, and Jones is slowing down. Now, Jones may be looking for a way to pick a spot.
He was knocked down by a forearm or a wrist. No part of the glove actually hit him in the face.
As we go into the 4th round, but again, he's digging himself out of a hole, having fallen behind in the first and maybe the second rounds. And you never know when Jones may lay another trap for him. Question is, just kept building the tempo. And now he's attacking Jones with impunity in the corner. It may not be wise for him,
particularly when Joe is standing as he is now with his guard down.
And he's not bothered by what happened in round 1.
And maybe show Roy that he doesn't respect his power.
Good straight left hand by Calzaghe, 3 right hands to...
But Roy's contact percentage has got to be very low. He's throwing punches, but he cannot hit Calzaghe.
There's a hard right hand by Jones. Body shots by Calzaghe. Jones backs away. Begins to try to apply his volume formula to it.
Well, I would have to give Roy so far this round here, the way it's going. Well, that's his way of trying to make Calzaghe get tired.
Calzaghe lands a big left hand.
Jones is being physically beaten.
A tough round.
And Calzaghe tries to nail it down with a flurry at the finish. Jones with one more big
Joe
counter.
Calzaghe throwing a lot of punches and missing a lot, but eventually he starts coming through with this.
In round 5, Calzaghe 20 out of 58, Jones 18 out of 33. Calzaghe with a 12-0 edge in jabs. Jones had his moments in that round, but Jones must have made a pretty good point the last round because Calzaghe is suddenly treating him with more respect.
He's gotten away with that. He's having problems getting that punch in with Calzaghe, and that's got him all off track because he's not really jabbing much. That's the main thing he worked on, and I'm quite sure Joe them have studied him very well and learned that that's the main punch they have to look at it for.
Remember,
there were opportunities for Roy to win, and he didn't take advantage of them.
They used to be, and Joe Calzaghe is coming straight through with that 1-2.
And
good
so
counter left by Jones. Another one. He follows it up with a couple of body shots. Back against the ropes. Roy may be momentarily hurt.
He's hurt. Straight left.
Blood above the left eye. But Calzaghe is wearing Jones down with the constant assault. Again, the hand speed flurries as he pushes him into the corner. Jones is landing good, solid counter shots, and Calzaghe now is walking through them.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a towel. Give me a wet towel.
Tarver was not applying this kind of pressure. Tarver at the time was not considered this kind of fighter. Roy was not this cut and this hurt in that fight.
But he's a totally different fighter.
And Jones starts to seem to show a sense of desperation as his feet and hands begin to move faster. Fighting with more will and heart than was the case against Tarver or Glenn.
But it's not the same thing as winning the fight, coming back to win. Perhaps, depending on how long he can go with that cut.
Calzaghe has taken a little bit of a vacation this round. But now, and when he's able to push Jones into corners, he's totally in control. And now, the combinations and the hand speed, willpower, and desire.
Calzaghe didn't throw a lot of punches this round. He was placing his punches and showboating. He looked like he was targeted to the left.
You okay?
Rocky Marciano's nose was hanging off his face. 7th round of the Ezra Charles fight. The ref said you have one more round. He knocked Charles out.
I would just be on the defense, especially at this age. You know, I can't take a risk of getting hurt, but he's trying to win this fight.
He realizes, I think, that this is his last chance on this stage.
Calzaghe has now landed more punches than anyone has ever landed against him.
But I don't think he can do anything about it at this stage.
And Roy, who's having to cover up. Jones shaking his head. But he's always done it his way. He's always been his own boss. No big name promoter. No big name trainer. The king of Roy Jones's world was always Roy Jones. 5 previous appearances in Madison Square Garden, he won them all. Reality started to set in. Nowhere in the world is reality as cruel. One more pick. Calzaghe begins the 10th round with a couple of body shots.
Jim, Roy Jones Jr. uses a physician running away with the fight. You got to wonder how much longer they're going to let this go because Roy's taking a beating. 7-2, Calzaghe.
He told Alton Mickelson between round he would try to land some hooks. His left hook keeps sailing.
Enough time to work on it.
Don't hold.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you.
Bleeding. And Jones is badly compromised in the ring. This started along about the 2nd round when the swelling
He's not beaten Roy in the round, but he's been a competitive fight for Roy, anyone. He goes in and out. He's very, very difficult to right there. See, he pulls back, and he'll always be a threat for Roy, anyone.
And therein lies the danger of fighting well past, that's for sure. But at his best, Roy was pretty special.
No, he was very special.
something huge and turns it all around by hurting Calzaghe, and Calzaghe still giving him chances to do it. Calzaghe would be within his rights in shutting down. And
Go ahead, do it. Move on to the 10.
This is the straight 1-2 that I was saying earlier in the round when I saw
He
that.
doesn't care about the danger.
Come on, guys, you gotta do
That's
better.
commendable.
In other words, if there's any fighter of the last 10 years who's as cocky and super confident as Roy Jones, it's Joe Calzaghe. And I'll beat you anyway.
Very sporting of him, Jim.
Don't hold, let go.
I think he's also, frankly, slowed Jones down to the point where basically
He feels probably extremely comfortable.
I think
in dropping
also,
his hands.
given that Roy at his best was the best fighter to fight in the weight class in which Calzaghe accomplished the most, super middleweight.
And Jones is now talking full time. Impossible to tell what he's saying, but he's talking to Calzaghe the whole time. Probably something to the effect of, and he in fact walks away. These pictures will be a part of ring history for years to come.
Body, wow, left hook, left hook the body. Wow, you pissed it.
Referee Hubert Earl has a shirt soaked with blood.
At least one before the end of this round.
You know, you couldn't really blame Calzaghe. Roy is moving in, but he's got to let some punches go. He's just getting in position. He should talk with full power with either hand, but he's not punching.
This is not one of those unpredictable scoring patterns.
No, Roy's going to have to do the upending if he hopes to win. So far, maybe he's thrown, that's maybe his second punch of the round.
And crowd wants Jones to try to do something. They should be thrilled that he's shown such courage.
I think it's really did nothing but enhance his respect from the fans still.
Yeah, but what would enhance it even more, I think, is if in this last 45 seconds,
Maybe Calzaghe should pay a little bit more respect than the ring for both men. Just could be farewell. As Michael Buffer reads the scores.
To the winner by unanimous decision, Joe Calzaghe.